Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
Hey guys, it's Jim Chandler with Rock Your Best Vocals. You want to learn to sing like Steve Perry? You've come to the right place, because I'm going to show you how to sing like Steve Perry. Alright, so you're wondering, how can I sing like Steve Perry? There must be some way. I've checked out a ton of videos on Steve Perry, and I've seen the beginning, and if you thought that was me, then you got tricked. You got double scammed, you got rickrolled, you got fluggered, duggered, man, or whatever. I'm making up rules, things, I'm making up words. You got schlim slammed, you got blim blammed. So that obviously wasn't me. That was an isolated vocal track. That's how I like to really break down and really verse by verse and go, what are they doing? What's their vocal style? So we're going to take an isolated vocal track. I'll put a link up here and you guys can check it out yourself. That's what I was lip syncing along to in the beginning. You guys were like, whoa, he sounded just like him. That's because it was him. So Steve Perry has a very breathy style, and it's a very nasally style as well. So let's just get down to it. I'm going to just put on the track here, and we're going to go from the top.
Just a small town girl.
He's very nasally. Some people say he's very open throat singing. He's not. Just a small town girl, girl. No, that's open throat singing. He's quite closed off. Just a small town girl. Okay, let's listen to the next line.
Living in a lonely world.
Lonely. Very whiny there. Living in a lonely world. Very head voicey. Very airy, okay? You can even hear at the beginning. Living in a lonely... Oh, that kind of hurts my throat to sing like that. That's why I don't like singing very airy like that. I like closing off and like pushing as little air through as possible, because I get more sustain out of my voice. I can sing longer night after night after night, and it doesn't push a lot of air through there. That can really damage your voice. Living in a lonely world. You still have to close off a little bit up at the top there, but I'm really pushing from my abdomen, and particularly my lower abdomen, kind of like just right below my belly button. Those muscles are really tightened up, kind of pushing out, almost as if you're doing like a leg lift, and that will help get that feeling of that tightness that you really want to get when you're pushing from the right area. Okay, let's go on to the next bit.
She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Very nice, light and airy. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Okay, very airy, very
Just
raspy.
a city boy, a singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume.
A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. So I know that's not going to be exactly like him. So for those of you that go, it doesn't sound exactly like... I'm not going to sound exactly like him. But the point is to get that style of Steve Perry. So anybody going, if you're about to type, you didn't sound at 1 minute and blah, blah. No, okay? Stop typing, because I'm not going to sound just like Steve Perry. The point is the style of Steve Perry, very airy, okay? A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine. You can hear that real airy, versus if I was doing that tight chord closure. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. Do you hear the difference between that? A singer in a smoky room versus the airy Steve Perry style. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. A smell of wine and cheap perfume. versus the tight chord closure. The smell of wine and cheap perfume. Do you hear the difference between the two? The raspy Steve Perry pushing a lot of air through there. It's very taxing on the vocal cords as well. I can feel it right now. I'm gonna. Okay, let's go on.
Up and down the boulevard, there's shadows.
Let's take that. Up and down the boulevard versus the tight chord closure. Up and down the boulevard, there's
Living just to find emotion.
living just to find emotion. So that's real airy. I'm pushing a good bit of air through it versus a tight chord closure. Living just to find emotion. Living just to find emotion versus that loose chord closure. Living just to find emotion. You hear the raspy of the loose chord closure. So let's go on to the next line.
Somewhere in the night.
In the night. So if you're thinking, okay, I'm a baritone, Jim, how am I gonna hit that note? It's all about the pushing from that kind of lower abdomen, okay? Really, like, go back to that when I was saying do that exercise. That's how it's going to feel like. If you want to lay down on the ground and lift your lower legs and just feel what that feels like when you're pushing, lay down on the ground and sing that.
Well, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers, wait.
So he does have a little bit of a chord closure at the beginning. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. So he does start off a little bit closed. Whoa. Versus if I was to sing that tight chord closure, listen to the different. Whoa, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. There's a little bit of a difference. It's cleaner. It's crisper when you have a tight chord closure versus the loose chord closure. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. You hear the difference there? Hopefully you do. Okay, so now let's get to the chorus. The best part. You guys are finally here. You've waited all this time to hear the chorus, all through the whole song, and he finally sings the chorus at the very end. Like, why did they wait so long? But it's such a great song. What a great song, guys.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light.
Don't stop believing.
Hold on to that feeling. Street.
You listen to the air come through. Hold on to that feeling. Hold on to that feeling. He's got a lot of air pushing through that. Huh. Instead of, if that was a tight chord closure, it would be, huh. Hold on to that feeling. Versus that really airy, hold on to that feeling.
Hold on to that feeling.
Hold on. Very nasally. Hold on to that feeling. You listen to that. Hold on to that feeling.
Street light. People.
Street lights. People.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on to that feeling.
Hold on to that feeling. Versus a tight chord closure. Hold on to that feeling. Do you hear the difference between the two? Loose versus tight. I'm sure you're getting it by now. Because my throat's thrashed from doing loose Steve Perry. Doing it for you guys. Thrashing the shit out of my voice with loose chord closure for you. I hope you guys are happy. I need some water. Doing this, man, like I'm telling you, singing with a lot of air through my throat, you gotta have water. Thank you so much, water. You gotta have that. When you're pushing a lot of air through there, you got to liquidize. You got to rehydrate. Ooh. You got to rehydrate your voice. You could hear they didn't get the beginning of the P where they punched him in, so he obviously at the end was struggling a bit to get out the notes. People, don't stop. We gotta stop. So there you have it. That's how to sing like Steve Perry. Remember to have a loose chord closure, push a good bit of air through there, and it's a nasally sound, so kind of push up through the back of the, oh, the movie never ends. Remember, oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Just push back up through the back of the nasal cavity. Push from the abdomen. And just hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please hit like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see all the future videos coming out. All of the things like and all the other tips. And even some mindset tips as well to help you guys get over that hump of being afraid to sing on stage. Get out there. Do your Steve Perry. Thank you so much for watching. Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better.